Welcome back. Welcome back. 1/4 of the Activated Podcast, GDQ.
That's your boy, Real Walter Ford.
Bizzy Back.
Your boy Mac.
We 4 deep again, y'all. What's good?
Big brr.
Busy. Where you been at, G? How you living?
Oh, I've been good. You know, I've been in Cancun. I've been in Jamaica. I was in Ireland. I've been all over.
Yeah, man.
It's been great. I got souvenirs for everyone.
Oh, nigga, I'm on it. As long as you got me I heard they be having weed necklaces out there, fam. That's what I want.
Just give me a wine glass. I don't need the shot glass. I don't need the traditional shot glass everybody be getting. Give me the wine glass.
The wine glass, see, that's different.
Yeah.
That's player.
That's player.
Yeah, give me a wine glass type shit.
Where y'all been? Y'all been activated or no?
Yeah, you already know, G. Trying to get this real life. And the world is going pretty crazy right now, too, so.
Oh, yeah, super crazy.
Yeah, they still got these people out here getting indicted for sex crimes, and they on TV giving speeches.
That shit wild. The world is wild.
It's
I forgot to mention to y'all about how I wanted to talk about how everybody's showing out on these airplanes. It's been over 1,300 reports of attacks and
or like
chaos.
incidents.
Incidents.
Yeah.
Recently, it was the guy on Delta trying to overtake the plane.
I saw that. I did just see
and
that. Y'all see
the
they
flight
had
attendants and the passengers. They had them
in San Diego, the girl the flight attendant
and knocked her. I think she knocked her teeth out.
And knocked her teeth out.
It was like two. It was like 2 teeth.
Oh shit!
Yeah. And that white lady, she was drunk, and immediately after that, they stopped selling alcohol at Coach. They said these motherfuckers get too confident. We need to turn this shit off.
In other light news, fans don't know how to act at basketball games.
It's crowds right now. It's everywhere.
Spitting on players, throwing popcorn on them, running on the court. It's just like,
what's happening?
Like y'all get let out the house after a year, and y'all don't know how to fucking act.
But that's literally what it is, man.
Like y'all literally get out the house and don't know how to act. Like you know,
their mama ain't never taught them no better.
And I'm not just gonna assume, but I'm pretty sure 9 times out of 10, most of these people are affiliated with a certain type of ideology or way of thinking that puts them in a position to think that they can do whatever the fuck they want to do, whenever the fuck they want to do.
Bars.
So and it's funny too.
I mean,
because Kyrie was like, "I hope we go to Boston. I hope we don't get no racist shit going on." And then immediately there's like,
throw a water bottle at
that racist shit.
Monkey, stop! Like what the fuck?
I'll show you. So yeah.
It's the pandemic.
I'm turning to Ron Artest to the press.
I'm dead ass, bro.
And then everybody goes back in big ass crowds. They don't know how to act. I'm telling you. And with the last year that's gone on, the world it's different. It's different. It's just like when they said, I hate it, but pre 9/11 and post 9/11 is just like that.
I agree. And like it's gonna be different forever now too. Like it's like a new standard.
Wait, so who said it wouldn't? Who said post 9/11 wouldn't be different?
Yeah, I know, right? I mean, it was just you just didn't nobody know until it happened, and you're like, oh shit, this how the airport look now? You know what I'm saying? It was just like a switch.
Oh, okay,
right.
Yeah, because I say yeah. Prior to 2000, I don't think I knew anybody who really flew at 10 years old.
Oh, okay.
In Indiana, I didn't know anybody who was 10 years, who went through TSA prior to 2000. But I also didn't know what
there.
Huh?
TSA wasn't there yet.
Yeah.
TSA popped up from 9/11.
Okay, so if it's originated from 9/11, then there you go. Like, yeah.
I didn't even know that, nigga, for real.
I didn't either.
I didn't even know that. That's
so you just walk in the airport and go drop your bags off and get on a plane.
So what you're saying is they need a TSA at the NBA game.
It says right. Yeah, I mean, it started as a response from the September 11 attacks. I just had to fact check, make sure I wasn't blowing smoke.
Yeah, that's why I didn't know that.
Oh, nigga, you just blew my top. I ain't never know that shit. I thought we probably always had TSA. That's just like.
So going through TSA would have been lit, baby. So that's how
bro, look, check this out. You get out of the car, you walk in the airport, you give your bag to whoever, and then you go sit down and wait on your plane. Damn! Get you some food.
Now you got a zigzag line in this motherfucker.
Now you got a strip.
Now you got take off your shoe. I was just talking about that on my podcast yesterday about like going through Atlanta airport. I was disturbed. Like this black girl was just look, you know, this is an international airport. So somebody this might be their first time seeing a black person. And these bitches in here are like military. Take off your shirt, put your bags in the I'm like, God damn, bitch. I'm taking everything off. Like, you can have it.
Yeah, exactly.
Why would you do that? Put it in the like she's screaming at us. I'm like, yo, never mind. I don't even want to fly.
Right now,
she must.
Right. I was like, do you hate it here?
She must deal. All these say she must deal with a lot of like
Yo,
not
she
so.
Was doing explosive.
I think for her to have that kind of attitude, she must deal with a lot of idiots that come through TSA.
Got to. I was like, she was going in at this one thing. She was like,
truth be told,
don't you see how everybody's putting that bag in the car? Put your bag in the car. I was like, hey, what if it's his first time flying? Like, she's just going hard on everybody.
Because I say that because like people really do be doing dumb shit on TSA because they'll tell you everything and they'll still do the opposite. Take everything.
Hey man, I feel her.
Well, you also got to remember, like you just said, it was hella shit going on right now too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
A lot of people punching people's teeth out, like at San Diego.
She letting people know already that she ain't the one, but it's like, baby,
I ain't got time for that bullshit.
Like, your teeth it's a lot of ways to let us know.
And
I mean, look, it's a lot of ways to let us know without you, you know. I mean, it's fucking dogs walking through here like nobody ain't finna play with
me.
Y'all got this
put
shit
y'all on game.
Right.
Get you TSA pre-check.
Oh yeah, I already did that.
Yeah,
I just did it recently
right.
for $70.
I ain't got this.
Hey,
but look, you just go up there with your ID. Yeah, make an appointment.
Now that we formed up,
it's crazy how all these people are acting like in crowds right now. We off before we got live.
The crowd stuff, man. It's just real. It's something going on. Like,
what do y'all think it is? Y'all think it's just people are so wound up, or do you think it's just like people just acting how they've been feeling like they want to act and now they don't give a fuck?
I think it's both. I mean, I think it's more of being locked up for the past year, but I think that people just kind of don't give a fuck right now, and I think just like the energy because in America is like turned. Like,
the respect for like authority is like super low. Yeah, at its all-time low. It's not, so nobody ain't giving a fuck about penalties or consequences. They don't give a fuck, and a lot of people are still ready to die. Shit,
like people are still getting paid like shit. Like there's cops still killing people. There's still political people just like. You turn on the TV, there's mass shootings constantly.
I mean,
and that's the craziest part. Like right now, like how America backed because people are doing mass shootings again. Like,
that's how you know it's back. That's unfortunate.
I think.
What was the statistic? Look it up.
Yeah, what you think?
We've been having mass shootings on the 91 California highway. I think it's the 91, but they're like the FBI has been called in now to investigate because there's been so many, and they said whoever it is has a perfect aim because they normally shooting women and they getting them like right in the middle of the head or the neck while they driving.
What area is this
in LA? This
is like the 91 freeway. It kind of goes like east to west, and it's like up
I've
there
seen a couple
near LA area.
shootings here too in San Diego.
Yeah, in San Diego, it's been some too. Been some wild shit going on at SD.
Yeah, it's a turnt time in the country, and people, I mean, it's a weird feeling in the air.
More than 8,200 people, a number who represents those who've been victims of homicides and unintentional shootings, have been killed this year as of June 3rd.
Man,
That's high. Yeah,
I've been seeing so many children get shot too, like so many babies.
And comparing that to last year, it says the total number of fatalities 402, and in 2019 it was 15,000. So it's just like been climbing and climbing.
Will you say that again? Because it
Yep.
cut out for me.
Okay, my bad. So as of last year, the total number of fatalities was 19,400 around, and in 2019 it was 15,000 and close to 15,500. So it's like rose, you know what I'm saying? Like we're like
4,000
tremendously.
or so.
It says the first 3 months of 2021, the homicide rate in many larger cities increased by over 20% compared to the same period last year, and gun assault rates increased by 22%.
Yeah.
And you want to know why? Because the pandemic increased the gun sales.
Well, 100%.
It increased the gun sales. It increased the fear. It increased the lack of respect for authority because of how they've handled the pandemic, as well as many other factors like the already ongoing factors we have.
Right.
With
just people just naturally just committing crime.
Well, and then as far as like the people, I feel like it's like shit how people are acting and responding. It's like shit, man. You gave them an inch, they're gonna take 3 miles with it.
I'm pretty sure
America's greedy.
Sure crime had been down though for a while.
Like,
it used to be,
crimes was down.
Have a lot more homicides in America, like before 2014 or something like that. Like the numbers were high.
That's what it was. Like so around Mike Brown time.
People like tend to you know what I mean? Like even in the 80s, it was in 90s. It was
Well, you gotta remember, Brian. During Obama's 8 years, crime went down every year.
But what I'm speaking on is the trend that you was just talking about. Why it jumped so much the way.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I agree with you 100% because Corona got these niggas wild.
Yeah, like I said, you look at the numbers that you said before, last year, and how they were down, and like how this year it jumped. Last year it jumped like 4,000. It was like 4,000 more than what it was the previous year, and like this year we're already getting ready to surpass that.
Yeah, we finna, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But America's good at breaking records.
Yeah, so
we good at breaking records. So
and there's over 100 people got killed during Memorial Day weekend. So
damn,
it's interesting how I think also that we can't leave out the dangerous ideologies like the QAnon and all the. Oh, real quick too. In 2022, 19 QAnon candidates are running. What y'all think about that? For office?
We need to know all their names.
Like Senate and House around the country. What y'all think about that?
I mean,
this shit turning into a circus. It's only gonna get worse. So it's like
and the Democrats are just like the Democrats are hilarious to me. They're so funny. Like I don't know. It sucks. It's not really funny, but I mean it's funny that they think that they like can get away with what they're doing. 2022 is gonna be funny, like because they will lose either the Senate or the House. Like there is without a doubt that the Republicans will win the Senate or the House, especially because Joe Biden's not doing anything. Joe Biden is not actually doing anything. He was good on vaccines. Like that's it. Like that's his
his only focus.
Yeah.
And opening the economy back up, I guess, which is
the vaccine
a cause or like you know what I'm saying, like because of the vaccine, you know what I'm saying. So that's automatic. But I guess he still get that point.
His focus been that vaccine and stop Asian hate.
Yeah, I know. I be seeing on I think it's like Savvy show, every time they showed somebody do something with black people, it was like it's a slide and it say it was like Joe Biden says in private that they aren't going to give reparations, or reparations aren't going to be what everybody thinks it is. And then it'll had a second slide, be like Joe Biden signs of law to help Asian people with anti-Asian hate law. And then it was like Joe Biden said something with black people, and you whatever.
We ain't gonna be able to help that.
Anti-Asian hate law. Like it just shows all the shit that they don't do for niggas, and they be like,
and then Tamika Mallory like, oh, it ain't gonna be that easy for us. Like I said, man, that shit sound to me like Master gonna get to us soon.
yeah, and I feel bad because I get down with her. I used to get down with her a lot. Real quick though, before we go too far of what I was just saying. What do y'all think about Marjorie Taylor Greene? That's what I was gonna say. Just real quick, talking about people coming into the thing. Did you see the shit with the Holocaust shit?
Yeah.
Okay, so
she wild comparing it to the Jews. Or like, what are you talking about?
She compared people wearing masks to how they treated the Jews in the Holocaust. She said it's the same thing, and then they was like, you wildin', bitch. And then she said, I think any smart, reasonable Jew would agree with what I said just now.
I'll call my Jewish friend right now. I bet she'll be going off.
I'll call my Jewish
what?
I'll call my Jewish coworker.
Fam. But the thing is, the thing is to me is like, this bitch still got a job.
Yeah, that's crazy. She can say she's been saying a lot of wild stuff, and she still got a job.
Yeah, and like
I don't like her.
I mean, come on now, everybody. She be like going out her way and attacking AOC and like recording her like, "What's up? What you doing? What do you think about this? What are you doing?"
Well, that was before she was even a congressman.
Yeah, and then she's still doing it. Like she just did it like a month ago. Like, some pulling up on her. Well, you said this, and you gonna do this. What you gonna do? And did y'all see the video of her pulling up on the Parkland? Was it not Parkland, but the kid?
Oh, yeah,
the shooter victim.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
And she like,
I don't like.
She harassing she like 17 or 16 or something. She's like, so are you lying? Are you saying that's a lie? Are you? So if the guns, I'm like, this is a 16-year-old that got shot at. Like,
she wow.
What did you do it, but like, but it just goes to show how wild these people are and how powerful propaganda is.
She's the same bitch that said she want pride flags banned in the U.S. Like, what is a girl? I want to fight her.
So the reason I'm saying that though is because the QAnon is heavy Trump swag. You know what I'm saying? Heavy all that shit. And I don't know if y'all saw. Oh no, you said it first, Bizzy. Trump is gonna be reinstated in August.
Yeah. That word again.
Some niggas made the word up.
That man said he gonna be reinstated.
The president getting reinstated.
By who? By who?
Like, what does he think?
Jesus?
What he think this is a fraternity? They gonna let me
tell you something. I'm still waiting for Trump and Biden to fight. Like, I would love.
Man, unfortunately,
he gonna just say what he
Trump
said.
Gonna win.
Will you just shut up?
Win.
Biden's,
know, man.
Biden's in shape. Come on.
I don't know, man. You see the way
Biden can't even keep his.
Hey,
I mean,
one thing I know,
neither can Trump. Trump like be falling forward when he stands up.
Yeah.
All right, MJ.
That's gonna help Biden, fam. He gonna be like one of them little. You remember them little water tester flamingos?
And you think Trump was trying to hold on to power? Big B is not giving it up. Let me tell you, not giving up power. It's Joe Biden, okay? Joe
Biden.
Yeah,
he ain't giving it up.
Oh no,
you ain't black if you don't vote for me.
He's been waiting his whole life for this. Come on now.
Yeah, no,
45 years, he said. Come on.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel you.
That nigga throwing up big B's.
Yeah,
They got Kamala pretending she black. They lit in that damn White House right now.
Put up. Yeah, I know. Yeah, so
they
so
having fun.
The pandering is real. The pandering is real.
I'm gonna go back 1 second. So in 1980, the murder rate was 10.2%. Okay, for the population, and in 2019 it was only 5%. So crime was like, the murder rate was very high a long time ago, and that's just a point to remember, because they'll try and use that. Oh, that's what they're trying to use. The crime rate is insane. The police have been defunded.
Wait.
The Marxists who are
time out. Q, what did you say? What year was that?
1980. That's where it peaked. The murder rate peaked in 1980. In 81, it was 9.8, 82, 9.1, 83, 8.
What did it get to? Does it say 1990?
1990, it was 9.4. So it was high. It was.
When did it drop before? When did it drop below like 5?
Below 6? No, below 6. It wasn't until 99.
99.
And then below 5, it wasn't until 2009.
Okay, now think about that. They say that. They say that from like 1980 to 1990. No, but they don't put that in 1980. It was the crack epidemic.
The
black communities and all of that. And then you realize that the numbers don't drop until 99, which is after the 94 crime bill. All of that is that it's just saying that like, oh, the crime going down, but that's because y'all were locking black people up at an alarming rate by using all of these different tactics to
come on now.
So it's like,
if
you're gonna see that, it's so funny how we always say, like, you know, men lie, women lie, numbers don't. Numbers can lie too if you construe them. If you construe and
you can only look at 2 of the numbers.
So,
but that's what I was just watching. It's a Netflix special about that, like how this facial recognition and all this analytics stuff is lying, and it's kind of projecting it's still doing the same thing as what they already do in real life, because you can't manipulate the data that they've already built. So it's projecting that you are somebody like a criminal, and this pale-faced person is not.
They put the racist shit in the program. Yeah, exactly.
It's program racism. Somebody got to create it. Somebody has to create this technology.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can't.
What was you saying, Q? Hold on, we cut Q off. What was you saying, nigga?
Yeah, my bad, Q.
No, because it's good for y'all to explain it. I just want, it's not 10.2%. It's 10.2 people per 100,000. But I just a couple more numbers, because for assault, it was in 1980, it was 1 million people per 100,000. And then it came down all the way to recently 820,000. Okay. In robbery, it was 565,000. It came down to 369,000. So the numbers.
When are these? What years is these? Between what years?
That's 80 to 2009.
Yeah.
Okay, so in 29 years.
So they're trying to say
in 30 years
to defund the police
is the reason that crime is so high.
Right.
And that's
the police ain't even been defunded.
But I was gonna say, who's gotten defunded?
Portland. I think it's Portland, and that's it.
No,
and like
none
one
of
other
them
place
have really, truly, been defunded.
Yeah, no.
It's like
I think Portland is the only place they was like, we're gonna take like 20 million from y'all and put it in this thing, and that's still really not defunding, like you said. It's like, you know,
that's just
that was like they lunch budget or something.
A measure. That was a measure they took.
But people fail to realize like what the whole purpose was defunding is. Like, it's not just a punishment of like just taking your money. It's to take the money and put it into other aspects, in other areas,
help the community.
Bro, like people pick and choose what they want to hear. People pick and choose what they want to believe.
I agree, which is crazy to me, because people be like, "Ain't no racism in America," and you can type in "black racism" and watch 100 million videos like 100 million video articles. Like,
but guess what though?
And they like this ain't real. It's only 100 million times.
Hey, but guess what? If I don't choose to go search for it, then I don't have to. You know,
I don't have to bring it into my world.
Yeah.
It ain't real to me. Yeah.
That shit on. Yeah.
But just for the listeners, the movie I was talking about.
It's the power of
choice. The movie I was talking about is called Coded Bias. It's on Netflix, but it's basically a movie that's talking about how the analytics, the data, they're merely replicating the discriminatory patterns of the old world, such as sexism, classism, and racism. And it's just showing how in China they have all of these cameras scanning your face all day, just green light on you all day. And they're trying to
they get social points. Did you see that?
You get it's crazy because, you know, whatever you see over there is definitely on its way over here. And it's already happening over here, honestly. You know, we already have facial recognition everywhere, but it shows so much stuff about how we won't even be able to escape it, even if the world goes completely technological. Yeah, robotic or whatever. Dark. We're still going to be that target.
Walter, you you said China gets social credit, or social points, but that's funny because we have credit too. We have social credit also. I mean, you can't get a house without good credit. So that's because I think that there's a lot.
That's what it's kind of talking about
in America, and that's something that we have the same thing.
Theirs is a little different. Theirs is like ours is like if you don't pay your bills on time, we fucking with you. You can't get a house. Theirs is like if you say something bad about China or something on the internet, they take a point away, and if you lose all your points, it's like a license. You know how if you do something fucked up, you get a point.
Something bad on the internet here, you get your house rated too. So
exactly. You're right.
I'm just saying.
We got.
And the surveillance.
But they don't take it up a notch.
In downtown, everywhere they have those
cameras.
Smart street lights. Yeah, everywhere. So you're always being watched if you're downtown. That's why they knew a bunch of stuff. And SDPD's helicopter also is amazing, like amazing night vision. Like some of the stuff is crazy that I've seen from their helicopter. That's just SDPD. And then Chula Vista, they have a drone. They fly a drone to almost every single one of their calls now.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Chula Vista is like right now, all these like drone articles are being written about Chula Vista because it's such like a crazy program that they've been doing. And
real quick, did you see the other crazy program that they fucking are letting them use robot police dogs in certain cities?
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
It's already in New York. Like they've already they approved it, so it's like the prototype. They're trying it out.
Yeah,
and the fucking police dogs. You said what?
There's videos of them
walking around, and they're already walking around right now. And they said that in 19 cities they trying to get it approved, and San Diego one of them. Fam, it's like San Diego, Sacramento, LA, New York, Chicago, Houston. I'm a
question. So that motherfucker comes at me and I shoot it. Am I really killing a dog?
Are you killing the officer? Exactly.
Like, when you get charged, if you kill one of their drones, like if you smash that bitch, is that like killing the officer?
I don't think it's killing an officer, but that's probably like
they'll fuck you up.
You know property or whatever, property damage or whatever.
Property damage.
Or police.
I'll take my chances on that. Property damage.
I'm gonna smack the fuck. Fire!
Until they have guns on them. I'm pretty sure some of them have guns on them, and that's how you. Yeah, that's in Israel. I've seen them using drones that drop tear gas for the last few years.
I've been watching it.
Yeah, I've seen that too. So it's wild how they're like really putting this technology. And then with the robot dog, real quick before we get off that, they don't have any information on how much it costs. They don't have any information on or they're not releasing it. My bad. They know how much it costs. They're just not telling me.
I was about to say
how much it costs. The regulations on it.
Let me get one of those.
Yeah.
Just send it to me. I don't even need to check the tag on it, man. Just go ahead and throw that in there.
And remember
your police dog against mine.
And remember the dude that we had on here that investigated the San Diego police that found out how they were pretty much manipulating the system to be able to buy those vehicles. Remember, they would put it under a certain. They have to say all the money that they allocate, and they would just put it under like a default thing, like I don't know, like something budget, like you know what I'm saying, like something budget. Instead of saying we're buying a police vehicle, armored police vehicle, they would say something budget. So they're kind of doing the same thing. So they're not really putting out how much the robots cost. They don't even have the policies, like kind of like, you know, how what they can and can't do, or what you can and can't do with them, and like how to control it and shit. So it's just like going on right now, which is
okay. So yeah, I agree. That's yeah.
You know, that's just what they're doing is nothing new than what these corporations, these big business corporations do with money, of hiding money. They will buy a bunch of just a bunch of shit just to hide money in it. Like not so much as physically, but like when it comes back down to like doing like taxes and being audited and stuff like that, they put it under these categories.
It's an asset. Yeah, it's an asset.
As almost like an asset type thing.
Instead of like money. Yeah.
You know, so what they'll do for like obviously like police departments is like you just said, they'll put it under like
they'll just put a different name. They just won't
technology defense fund.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Defense fund.
They'll just put a default name.
Because X amount of things can fall under this category. They're just like, oh yeah, we're just gonna throw it under that and call it this.
Mm-hmm.
And we're good, you know.
And then the real thing about all of this is who the fuck looks at this? Like who person or what people like are the commissions that regulate these things? You know what I'm saying? And who says that they're not in it too? You know? Kind of like yeah. So that shit wild.
Let me add a couple things about the surveillance.
Yeah, please do.
So because an article came out recently that for the first time an autonomous drone attacked a human over in another country. So it was flying by itself with like AI and stuff. No one was flying it, and it hunted someone and was trying to kill them and shoot them. This is for the first time. Yeah. And this article just came out a couple days ago. And then also with Chula Vista, their license plate tracker, they would like give it to like the feds and things like that. So it would read it, and then it would send all the information, and all the feds could access this information and things like that. And then the last thing is with LA in 2028 with the Olympics, they're going to be the Olympics is always a testing ground for brand new crazy technology and security. And that's why in LA, it's going to be nuts in 2028 and leading up to it, because they're going to be using all this crazy gear and things like that.
Bro, the Super Bowl is next year in LA. You don't think they already ain't about to try some shit?
And that's why LA it's going to be really interesting, because they lead up to it. They prepare. So for the next 7 years, they're going to be preparing for crowds in LA for the Olympics. Like
in less than 6 years, you're going to host like two of the biggest like world sports events.
Oh, because we have the World Cup too. For soccer, yeah, I'm pretty sure that it was like U.S., Canada, and Mexico are doing like a joint World Cup thing. So some things
I remember hearing that, because otherwise they wouldn't have gave it to us individually. So if we did it as
in 2026,
is 2026, yeah. So you got the Super Bowl in 22, the World Cup in 26, and then the Olympics in 28.
So LA they're going to be using crazy technology out there for that. And especially with the 98 in Atlanta, the 98 Olympics is where the bombing was.
My bad. I just wanted to speak some positivity to all of that. Like, hey, all these big ass events is about to be in California. Cool. I'm about to be on. Y'all about to see me. I'm about to be worldwide. Using all this facial recognition. Y'all gonna see me.
What was you just saying, Q?
That shit crazy.
Nothing. Just that, yeah. I'm torn between I want to go and I halfway don't want the Olympics here because they displace people, and like in the 80s in LA, that's like how they started getting militarized.
Bro, like,
and so
if you think what San Diego did to the homeless when they had MLB All-Star Weekend or Comic-Con or any other event here, like, I don't think you guys were, I'm pretty sure you didn't live in San Diego when they had the Super Bowl. And Bizzy, obviously you didn't either. So none of us know what how big that was. But like, bro, the Super Bowl is like the Super Bowl. And then you said the World Cup, like the World Cup and the Olympics, like you're on a national grand scale across the world. They're going to make sure that like, oh, LA is exactly what you see on the postcards that you get at the airport and type shit. Like, and I agree, it's really fucked up. Like when you really know how a city is, and not what you just see on TV. Because again, San Diego's a prime example for me. They call it, I came out here and people told me that it was like, oh, it's America's most beautiful city. It's America's most beautiful city, blah, 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 blah. But damn, man.
The finest city in America.
But damn, they got homeless people all on the beach and shit. Like
8,000. Yeah, it's a village of homeless people. It's a whole community. It's like it's towns with 500 people in them, fam. They got 8,000. So yeah, but you talking about San Diego, bro? They've been doing that in LA, my G.
But that's what I'm saying though. It's like if
they've been doing that in San Diego.
That's what I'm saying though, is that people don't know this stuff exists, and I'm like, I'm using these examples in San Diego to be like, okay, if you think this is how you see how it goes in San Diego, how much worse you think it is in these bigger cities like LA?
Yeah.
That have almost half a mil homeless people.
I don't think they got that many, but
yeah, I don't think I don't even think. Yeah, I think that's that many across the country. I don't.
Yeah, 500,000 is a lot of people.
We can solve homelessness pretty easy, but we'd rather have police arrest them all the time and give them.
Come on, now, it's not lucrative, man. It's not lucrative. Yeah, come on now.
It's
to be honest,
it's a business.
Yeah, it's not lucrative. So yeah, y'all.
When we realize that America is a business and not an actual country, to me personally, I think is when we can start to like make the necessary changes. Like America will forever, ever operate as a business and not as like a united place, bro. Yeah. It's always going to be about the dollar. It's always going to be about the dollar. It's never about all that morals and like constitutional freedom and believing that we are all equal. No, the only thing that has value is the dollar to America. But that's just me.
For the most part, yeah.
For the most part, yeah. For the most part, because like, bro, you can't sit there and tell me like all these inhumane things and the mistreatment of people. You can't sit there and say we are equal, we are united, and all this kind of stuff, and you are allowing this mistreatment of people and inhumane judgment of people on your doorstep. Like these are your own people. You can't sit there and but everything is justified. Everything is justified. A black kid with a toy gun playing in the park gets shot down by police within 13 seconds. That's justified. Oh, it's justified. You know what I'm saying?
Well, real quick, bro, to go on for that, in Georgia, they just passed a law where if you talk about slavery or
If you talk about anything with slavery or anything like that, you can't talk about that in school anymore. That's what they said. You can't talk about that in school in Georgia anymore. You can't talk about slavery and shit and like the negative parts of it. And I'm like, what's the positive part? What's the positive part? So you can't in the school system you can't do that anymore, or you lose your shit. You can't be a teacher no more. Ain't that crazy? Like it's a law. Like it's already.
I haven't heard that.
Yeah, it's already a stone. They just passed that just now.
Well, it says
crazy.
Georgia Board of Education votes to censor American history. Yeah. It's a long article. So yeah, they probably
the Board of Education pretty much said, and the way that they used it, they said, I'm paraphrasing, but their explanation or whatever the fuck said that using history to disparage, disregard, and put down one person as an oppressor and denies them their constitutional rights of equal opportunity or equal something, some bullshit like that. So they pretty much are saying, if you tell these people about their ancestors that you taking away their constitutional rights of equal rights, because you're telling them what their parents did, their parents did, their parents, which is like almost a fucking slap to the face. You know what I'm saying?
So let me get this straight. I can tell you about the good things that your ancestors did, but I can't talk about the bad things that they did. But you can talk about that, but you can talk to me about all the quote unquote bad things my people did.
Did you see that viral video of that Texas they was debating that Texas law? I don't know the exact name. I don't want to misquote it.
About whitewashing Black history.
Yeah, so the dude was like, he pretty much put him on the spot. He was like, how can a bill that says it's that white supremacy isn't acceptable, but it doesn't say it in the bill that white supremacy isn't acceptable? And then he says, do you know, sir, that on this bill it says that do you remove the teachings of Martin Luther King? He's like, yeah. He's like, you removed the teachings of Malcolm X? He's like, yeah, not Malcolm X. It was somebody else. He was like, yeah. He's like, you removed the teachings.
It was a bunch of historical Black figures.
It was not just that. He was like, they removed Ida B. Wells? He's like, yeah. He's like, that they removed the teachings of
Cesar Chavez?
He's like, yeah. And he was like, but they got this dude in there, and he's not even American. Is it because he's a white man? And then the dude, he said some bullshit. And he was like, from what I could see, pretty much they're trying to educate everybody, or they're trying to remove everybody that's Black, brown, or a woman.
I think he said in total it removes like 13 people.
13 historical, yeah.
Yeah, 7 were like Black, 4 were women, and like 3 of them were, Hispanic or
people of color. Yeah,
people of color.
So it's like, it's weird that we're in like a real aftermath of like Trump.
I don't think it's just Trump, bro.
Oh, it's 100%. It's 100%, nigga. All of these laws literally came out after he lost. All of them. Like, they all came to the floor as soon as he lost.
Again, this is a chess, not checkers type thing. And I feel like these laws and stuff were already getting drawn up before. Bro, like... Yeah.
But now I
get it. Trump has amplified a lot of this shit. I get it, but you got to think, bro. They've been in these positions for years. They're not new to this.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know that, but what I'm saying is, it's just like that surge of a power or tension or whatever the fuck you're gonna call it.
Oh yeah,
got all these people bold enough, because it's the most voter suppression laws ever at the same time. You see what I'm saying? Like,
oh yeah, they all over the place.
And it's the same thing with education. So they're trying to change education and voting and
You know what I'm saying? Like and it's all at the same time, which is very.
And that's both of y'all are right, because that's chess moves.
Yeah, exactly. And it's 100% to set them up for 20, because like you said, Q, they definitely gonna win something back in 2022. So it's for that. You know what I'm saying? That's it's the game. Like we talked about before, how it's all a game, and that's kind of like the move you got to make. Okay, so y'all gonna do this? Y'all bust us at our ass and all the positions. We finna.
They don't even need to do it. Biden is shooting himself in the foot.
He is 100%.
I'm telling you, he's not. If he doesn't get something like, bro,
major going on his side,
it's really bad. They don't realize it, but it's bad. Like people are gonna be pissed at this fool coming 2022.
Hey, it's going that what is it? The primaries, is that the mid one? Is that the one in
well, no, midterm elections are next year.
Yeah. And remember when Obama won the election, and then in the midterms they got smoked.
Yeah.
It's about to be the exact same way. Biden won, but he didn't do shit. I mean, Obama really didn't do shit either, but like I'll talk about Obama on a different day in terms of like that, but he won. They won everything. Then that midterm came around, they got their ass whooped and lost it. That's what's about to happen with, but Biden, like you said, Biden, yes, may be shooting himself in the foot, but it's to go back to what Walter was saying. Like they're making all these laws to cover their tracks to make sure that even if we have a huge voter turnout for Biden, we got to make sure that these little small stipulations is thrown in so like we can, legally remove votes by like.
Right.
I think that Trump has a chance, baby, in 2024. I think that 2024, that's what I mean is I'm not excited for the next few years.
Oh,
because we have the governor,
I told you that when he lost.
And then you have midterms in 2022, and then in 2024 you have the re-election, and whoever is going up has to embrace Trumpism. If they're not Trump, they're going to be related to Trump, or they're going to act like Trump. It's going to be someone like Matt Gaetz.
And they're doing it right now, fam. They're doing it right now as we speak. Like everybody is like, what is her name? Liz Cheney was proof of it.
Listen, and Biden and them, that's what they're betting on, is fighting and using the Republicans as, oh my God, look at these. You know what I mean? They're nuts. Yeah, why would you vote for
fighting and shit? Yeah. But Trump finna come and make that America First party.
What you think, Bizzy?
I think the same. I think the same fucking shit. I'm scared, honestly. I'm trying to go to Africa. We ain't safe nowhere, though.
Shit, Africa, chill, though. In certain parts, you go to the right, you know what I'm saying? Pull up to Ghana or something, straight.
But that's the thing, is America.
Yeah, I got family already living over there, but I'm saying, like, it ain't never going to be ours again. I want some shit where I ain't got to go by nobody else's rules.
Mm-hmm.
Drop me off in the wilderness in Indonesia. Goddamn.
Busy, we gotta get in with those people in Georgia who bought that 100 acres, starting their own city.
A black city, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, like y'all accepting that?
They ain't gonna do shit. They ain't gonna do shit.
Really?
I'm just playing. I don't know.
I'm
gonna be quiet.
Only if they're white. If they're white, they're allowed to build their own little thing and not get messed with. But if it's black people,
I mean, that's the thing. Like, they ain't even. Yeah.
No things of your own. That's
right.
It's unfortunate.
Yeah, we can't have our own, and when we do have our own, they either take it, they burn it. Hint, hint. Cough, cough.
Or they find a way to use money to manipulate it.
Yeah.
Right. They go infiltrate it.
Or they gonna slander it.
Oh yeah, that's the thing right there too.
They gonna slander it.
Yep.
But I do. No, I on a good note though, to leave, I do think there's enough people. You don't need a lot of people to change it, but I think that the numbers are building, and I think workers are getting pissed off enough. I think there's enough people to push back, but it's not going to be very fun.
Exactly.
I am
it's always some
optimistic.
sacrifice, fam. A struggle before fucking progress. Isn't that a saying? It's always struggle before progress.
It's the cycle. So
yeah,
you know what I mean? It's negative.
This is just our turn.
I think there's enough people to actually do something about it. And that's why they don't like what's been going on for the past year. That's why they've been trying to divide people up more. I mean, although it seems like a lot of fighting, there is some people, I feel
we're very divisive right now.
Yeah. I feel like there is unity in some spots. It needs to be more. But I think there's a lot more people that are pissed off and trying to do something about it than there were a few years ago. So.
Exactly. And people feel like they have power too now, which is the thing. Because I ain't gonna lie, I'm one of the people that was like, man, this shit ain't gonna, we can only do so much. But, obviously, you get a large group of motherfuckers.
Everybody's reacting differently now.
Yeah.
Yes, there is a lot of us that really do realize the true power and change. And, there's people that react to it and don't want change and will try everything they can to suppress it and, create a resistance. So,
yup. That's that balance, baby. And on that note, my name's Walter Ford of the Activated Podcast.
Boobity boop.
Y'all want to say something on the way out?
I usually go last, but all right. It's your boy Mac.
Bizzy Balboa. That guy's on mute.
Oh yeah, I say his mic's not working.
GDQ. Tune in this weekend, next weekend, every Sunday. The Schmacktivated Podcast. Boop.
Woo! And like that, hey, make sure y'all blessed. Y'all stay safe. Arrest the killers of Breonna Taylor.
Right.
And like that, we go.